Alright, so welcome to LEGO Marvel's Avengers episode number 81. We are going into Korea Prospects, the free play level, as part of the Age of Ultron story. And we are going to be skipping the first part, the motorcycle chase, because we got all of the stuff from that the first time in the story. And we're going to jump right into part 2 and then bring things through from the chain trace. Yes, the almighty chain trace. Chase that, or train that, forget it. So yeah, we're going to be fighting on a train. Trust me on this one, it will happen.
Guys, we've got a potential range of civilian.
Now the question is, who did I choose to go train fighting with? And I chose to do it with the Falcon, and then they gave me Superior Iron Man. That's a good thing they gave me Superior Iron Man, because I'm going to need him right off the top of the bat here to blow up that stuff, find what looks to be an Ultron minion character token. And then when we get done building here, we're going to have a speed platform. And you'll notice there is stuff to our left, even though the train doesn't seem to go to our left. Well, wouldn't you know it, we might be able to say something about that. So we're going to go into, again, our favorite created speed character here. Even though he's going to get thrown off by all the targets with his hammer. Like I said, this occasionally happens with this character just because he has Thor's hammer and different things are mapped to the same button. So yeah, we can actually go the other direction on the train, not toward the front, toward the door at all. Now we don't need the additional mini kits. We don't need the additional studs. We do need the mini kits, and there are some other things to play with over here. For instance, so let's go grab the vision, and there's a telekinetic object over here. And if we destroy 5 of those, we will get probably another mini kit. Now, this little wall right here proved to be interesting because it looks like it's an Ultron wall. But it isn't. What it actually is it's a glass door. So here I am trying to get Ultron to do it, and basically just summoning a bunch of Ultron guys into the train, where they will, if they stick around, fight other Ultron guys. Of course, there's nothing the Falcon can really do here. And again, just killing Ultron, my own Ultron minions, and summoning new ones, which is not helping me get where I need to get. So we need a new plan. And evidently that new plan is destroy stuff in frustration. So we're going to Hulk out on these train chairs and stuff. Now I wanted to use the Falcon in more level stuff, but the his group of skills isn't. It's not very diverse as far as the things you need to do in levels in free play. I mean, he's a great anti-personnel guy. And he also has a grappler, which is perhaps unexpected. You know, if you use the Sam Wilson Captain America version, you gain Captain America's shield, you know, but you lose some of the other stuff. Alright, so we're going to go move forward into the train and look for other stuff while I'm trying to either ignore what's going on with that glowing door, and I think I've explained to you what's really going on there, so that you won't run into the same trouble that I did there. And Vision does a good job smashing up anything, but you know, he seems to be doing an especially good job of smashing up this train. And my theory of life with this train is that I can always go back to the places I was before. I'm not necessarily certain that's the actual case. Another nice thing about Vision is he's a flying character, so he doesn't get killed by falling off the train. Alright, so I'm going to summon the Falcon, and then, as much fun as it's been to have the Falcon around, I need somebody who actually gives me something different. So let Spider-Man find all this junk, and then we'll let Spider-Man kick this junk until we find the little token there for a new character. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure who we unlocked there. Now Vision is going back to where we were to try to figure out what's going on with this door. So we're not going to laser the door. And again, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, hoping for different results. So at this point, I think you can classify me as insane. Of course, some would also classify insanity as talking into a microphone while looking at game footage that I've already played previously. Well, let's not think that way. Let's knock out this fire. Let's try to, and let's cool down this rubble, and let's whack it a few times and see what happens. Okay, this is just an experiment to see if I could get out the way that the Ultron guys had gotten in, and the answer is no. So we're going to go into our resident telekinetics expert, the Vision. And then he's going to send that junk out the same hole that they wouldn't let me fly through. That's okay, they won't let Vision fly through it either. But now we have access to the next train car. And more attacks by the Ultron force here. Again, if you haven't gotten the impression that the Vision's sort of overpowered in this game, at this point, I don't think you're ever going to get there. Alright, so we need to do something with this blue block here. And once again, it's not something we need to be doing with Ultron. No, it's just that, for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure this is just another telekinetic block. I don't know why they choose to color things so similarly for the same characters, because it just gets a little bit confusing every now and then. But we'll send Vision to break up the front few seats here, and then work his way into the next part of the train car. And we'll come back to that block here in a sec. Alright, you can see there's a telekinetic thing around here, but we've got to defeat. Again, now the problem is I've got my own Ultron guy and his own Ultron dudes around, which is kind of confusing, because they're not actually threats to me, but they certainly look like it. Like that guy right there, pretty sure he was a friend. And that guy standing in the back there is a friend, but, you know, it's... Alright, so now we're going to push some more... Or, sorry, get some more ice. Put out some more fires. But before that brings us to almost the end of the level here, and there's still a couple of mini-kit issues that we need to resolve, including the big blue door in the back and the blue block here, which evidently was just a telekinetic object. So, you know, here, since I have the Loki staff powers, I can do that there. Now we're going to go all the way back to the door, I think. So we're going all the way from one end of the train to the other. And darn it, if we are not going to try to get this thing open. Now again, it's glowing the blue, light, pale blue. It's not glowing Ultron blue, as we've discovered. So is there some other blue glow that we can do? Okay, well, we can't freeze it. By the way, we've now we're now into the scientific method trial and error version of trying to figure this out. And sometimes you just keep continuing to think the Earth is flat, even though you know that that doesn't seem to be working out for us. So we need to get away from Ultron, I think. Okay, we can't fly out the door and get to it that way. So we're running really out of options that we can do with that. And I know that you're probably screaming, oh, you know, send in Hawkeye or send in, you know, somebody who can deal with glass. So we haven't tried that yet. So, you know, let's keep that in mind here. Let's actually try that. So we're going to go into Daisy Johnson and use her earthquake powers to try to blow up this glass. And what do you know, it works. Silly, silly us. So now we've got 6 of the mini kits that we need. We can now zoom to the front of the train. Note that there are no more little white arrows yelling at us to go find out what they're doing. And so once Vision messes with the train controls using his mind powers, we will be in good shape, and we'll finish the rest of the Korea Freeplay episode probably tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then.